Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Double FM Sports. I'm Ethan Fager.
I'm Jeremy Mizrak, and today we are joined by not one but two special guest hosts. We got Jordan, who is Donovan, who we just had on the last podcast, brother, and we got our good friend Carson.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on, fellas?
Alright, so I guess we'll break down this podcast for y'all. First off, we got some news for you that we'll be talking about the NCAA's new ruling, I guess, when it comes to student athletes, and then a little bit of The Last Dance, the Michael Jordan documentary, the Bulls documentary, and then we're going to break it down by starting a new segment based around the NFL. So, news-wise, I don't really know if anyone's got comments on them, but I'll just go through the news. There's not much, not going to lie. But, besides what I said last time, Dacian Nix, who is one of the top point guards in the country, decommitted from UCLA, signing with the G League. LaMelo Ball has finally officially declared for the draft. Andy Dalton was released, which that allows Joe Burrow to be the starting quarterback, so good for him. And the Bears have signed wide receiver Ted Ginn of the Saints to a one-year deal. That's pretty much all the news. Like I said, there's not much. But, let's get into talking about the NCAA. So, basically, if y'all haven't heard, the NCAA has announced that they're moving towards allowing student athletes to get, sponsorships and brand deals starting in the 2021-20.
Sorry, folks, having technical difficulties here. Oh, no. What happened? Do we have everyone?
You get kicked out from your own call.
Do we have everyone else?
No, I was still talking with Bolash and Emmett, and all of a sudden I realized you were calling me, and I'm like, what are you calling me for? And then I realized that you must have been kicked out of the call.
Yeah, I got kicked out. I don't even know how that's possible. It just hung up on me all of a sudden.
I don't know.
Alright, well,
get the boys back in here.
Yeah, apology, folks, for these technical errors. Skip ahead, maybe 30 seconds to a minute, and then you'll probably hear it again. The podcast restarting, so again, sorry for that, but...
Right, I think we're going to be live. Matt Jordan's back to the call.
Is Ethan here?
Yeah, I got kicked out. I don't know how.
You hung up?
No, I didn't hang up.
Oh.
It's just it just stopped calling for a sec. It was weird.
Alright.
Oh, staticky.
Ethan, you're still recording, right?
Yeah, I've been recording.
Alright, I guess we don't gotta start over then.
No, we just, I hung up at the NCAA bit.
And everyone's still here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so... I guess we can just, I don't know really where we cut out here, but so, like I said, NCAA is moving to allow athletes to make money based off of brand deals 2021, 2022. So I guess we can go around and share our opinions on that and what we think about.
I'll go first.
Okay,
Oh, go ahead, Bolash, go ahead.
Okay, I'll go first. Basically, I think because the top guys in the high school prospects for basketball were signing with G League instead of going to colleges, I think they were rushing to announcement out, but I also have a question that builds off of. Do you guys think, like, they'll bring back NCAA football games and basketball games now because of it? Yeah.
From what I've heard, unfortunately not. I think I would definitely like hope that they would. Like that game's like so fun to me, but I personally don't think they're gonna do it.
Yeah, I sadly saw something that there's a specific part of their like agreement to allow students to make money that that like specifically talks about video games, and it doesn't seem too favorable for the video games to be coming out. Although I really do hope with like, I don't know, maybe the support that they get, like the push for video games, that they'll change their mind and allow them to make video games again.
They make a lot of money. They'd make a ton of money from it.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, I think this is, I mean, like, obviously, like, as we all know, this has been a heavily debated topic for, like, I'd say the past 5 to 10 years. Obviously, a lot of people are for it, a lot of people are against it, so, I mean, I think, like, I've kind of got a mixed opinion because, yeah, I think they deserve to be, I mean, making at least some money playing in college because, I mean, they're athletes. Or, I don't necessarily know about money. I think maybe sponsorships, but, like, I don't know.
Yeah. I think it all depends, too, because, I mean, if they're not all getting paid the same, obviously some guys might get paid a lot more and their publicity would go way up. So I'm really not too sure how to feel about it because, I don't know, we'll just have to see what happens because there could be corruption once money gets involved. There could be favoritism. The media is obviously going to favorite the more flamboyant and extravagant players. So I think there's a chance that maybe that, like, a lot of people prefer college over pros because of how hard-working the college is. But if money gets involved and it becomes a popularity contest, I think maybe some of that that will to win might disappear once the wallet comes in play.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
Yeah, I feel that. I don't know. The thing that I just think about is the fact that like the guys that are like say the football team, like you got guys that are getting like 75% scholarships, full ride, and they'd just be making money out of, like they'd be pouring in cash for them to use whenever they want because they already got their college paid for them. But if there was like a way for like the walk-on guys who don't have a scholarship at all that still put in the same hours to make money, and then for them to be able to use that money to pay for college because they weren't, they didn't get a scholarship, I think that could be very beneficial for them. Now, Jordan, you did bring up a pretty good point with the fact that, like, there could be corruption and people wouldn't be getting paid the same, and then people, would start complaining about that. So I don't really know how that would work. I think the idea is a good idea. It just depends on how they go about it, but it's never going to be perfect.
I personally think
you have to remember.
Go ahead, J-Man.
Go ahead. I was going to say, you have to remember, a lot of guys, you don't know what background they come from, but some of these schools, they might not be allowed to work. So maybe if everyone's making the same, which is like the bare minimum, because, some of them, they get on these sports teams, they're not allowed to work. They might not have, parents or a support system to send them money. So it could help people in lower income situations, push them for a better opportunity and help them live better in the college life. So you got to think about that too.
Yeah.
Well, I also think they maybe should bring back the video games because as of late, like, the NCAA hasn't really been, like, a favorite of people's. Like, a lot of people just don't like them, and bringing back that might bring back some moral high ground for them, maybe.
Like, the thing is about, like, the corruption, like, there already is corruption. Like, the colleges are going to pay their players anyway, like, because you see things come out about colleges getting caught for paying players. Imagine about all the colleges that aren't getting caught.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Right.
But now it's legal. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing I think of is the fact that these athletes that, like, I mean, with all due respect, I'm not trying to disrespect any other sport, but, like, the swimmers don't get that much publicity. But, like, if your name is, like, Trevor Lawrence and you're at Clemson playing quarterback, you're getting just as much publicity as Tom Brady is at the Patriots, and he's making 6-7 figure salaries. So their names are being put out there regardless if they're making money, and they can't do anything about it. And they have to deal with all this, stress. Now, I don't know if that would equate to money, but I think they should have some compensation for being, put out in the media so much.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, and I also think, like, if the money thing does come involved, like, this is just going to be a battle of who pays the most money. It won't be the battle of good teams anymore.
That's true.
Because, like, honestly, like, I'm going to be quite honest here, like, some of these blue blood schools, like Duke, UNC, Kansas, Kentucky, they're going to have the most money to spend on players. So they're probably going to get the best teams. And I know Duke's my favorite team, but, like, they are going to have they're going to have a lot of money to pay players just because of how well known they are. But what?
Even they already have the best team, so I don't know what you're complaining about. They're not, like, pay their players or not.
No. I'm saying, like, I'm saying they're going to have probably, like, one of the most, like, money salaries to pay players for.
Well, yeah. I'm just saying, like, they got. What was it? There's not this, like, past season, but 2 seasons ago. I mean, you guys got R.J. Barrett, Cam Reddish, and Zion Williamson. And I know that there probably was some incentive deal for them signing that people don't know about. But you at least publicly got them for free. I feel like, I don't know.
Well, I honestly feel like even, like, without this rule, I'm pretty sure, like, top 50 recruits are still getting, like, all top 50 recruits probably getting some incentive.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
the new thing, like, does that allow colleges to pay their players, or just, like, let them get sponsorship and stuff? Because it's just making money off their name, right?
See, I think it is just sponsorship, but the college has to pay them with that sponsorship.
Yeah. And I don't know if every college gives monetary incentives previous to this. I mean, I'm sure a lot of those guys, like how you said, they went to Duke. I mean, they're going to go where the clout is. A lot of them love basketball, and, they want as much clout as they can get. Yeah.
Well, and I remember going back to a point, like, I don't know if any of you guys remember it, but, like, whenever DeAndre Ayton, they found out that, like, Sean Miller paid him $100,000. Or something like that.
Well, I mean, and then the other problem becomes you see stuff with, like, James Wiseman, where he got suspended for basically the whole entire NCAA season because someone who wasn't even related to the school pretty much tried to help him, pay for school. And then I guess with this rule, it just kind of like opens that up to be misinterpreted, and you could be ruining guys' college careers like James Wiseman, I guess.
I think he'll get high up in the draft, though, but...
Well, I mean, yeah, he still will, but I mean, it would have been nice to see what the Memphis team would have done with one of the top 3 prospects in the draft.
Because I'm pretty sure one of the Duke guys recommitted to Memphis just because of James Wiseman, so...
You and your Duke, my guy.
Hey.
If anyone cares, I'm actually wearing my Miami Heat jersey today.
I saw that. I saw on your Snapchat you were repping that city jersey.
I was feeling it. Wade Wednesday. That was 2 days ago, bro. Shout out to D Wade.
Oh my gosh. Well, I guess we can move on. What do we want to move on to?
Do we want to talk a little bit about The Last Dance?
Sure. I'm going to be honest, and I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I haven't seen any of the episodes.
Oh my god. He's just going to be out of this conversation.
Yeah, that's pretty much...
I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. I absolutely love Isaiah Thomas. Oh my gosh.
I don't have a problem with Isaiah Thomas. I don't have a problem with him.
I think he's cool. I think he's funny.
Yeah, he's sick.
Ethan, you might have a problem with him if you saw episodes. Was it the fourth one?
Wait, why? Because he didn't shake. Wait, was it because he didn't shake MJ's hand or whatever? Was that it?
Yeah, it's like where he didn't shake his hand, then he had a message from Michael.
I
didn't realize they still hated each other.
Bad boys.
Well, Magic Johnson and Isaiah Thomas just made up like a couple years ago, so maybe Michael Jordan and Isaiah Thomas do the same thing.
I don't think MJ and IT ever gonna make up.
No, they hate each other. That's hate. They said on screen it was hate.
Well, Kobe and Shaq was hate, but then they made up.
No,
but they were boys. They were boys previously.
Oh, that is true.
They were on the same team. That's different. Like
they had other issues going on.
I remember Shaq's rapping like diss track on Kobe. If you've not seen that, I don't recommend watching it, but
they do it all for money.
Yeah, exactly.
Aaron Gordon put one out on D-Wade.
9 out of 10. 9 out of 10.
Yeah, we shouted him out at the end of last podcast. We told people to go listen to 9 out of 10 because it's actually kind of nice.
I haven't listened to it yet, so I don't know.
Ethan, I shouted it out and you didn't even listen to it.
I know, I've got a lot of...
You can get Aaron Gordon on the show.
Calm down.
To talk about his new rap album.
Carson, you might be able to get Felicio.
That's true. I do text Cristiano Felicio.
Hey, if you can get him on, we'd love to have him. Just saying.
That'll be our we'll go for Felicio and Aaron Gordon.
Felicio never texts me a message. He just likes on my message. You know how on Instagram you can...
Yeah.
That's all he does.
Well, no, text him and ask him, because we could have, like, the four of us, maybe Todd as well, if, I don't know, when Todd's coming back, but, like, and then we could have, like, Felicio. It'd be sick.
What if he demands monetary payment for his appearance?
We'll have to let him know that we're amateurs.
No, we're not paying money here. God, we've made 16 cents from like one episode.
Don't go talking about our monetary value.
I think we can, because like most people can find that on the ground in like 2 seconds.
Last stand.
Well, I don't know. So you guys have to talk about it.
I absolutely love Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I like Michael.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Like based on what I've heard, I don't know if you can like Michael Jordan and Isaiah Thomas.
No,
I respect them both. I can respect them both. They both brought different things to the game.
MJ had last laugh, so you know. Yeah,
what they call it? I don't consider myself a Pistons fan, and I don't consider myself a Bulls fan. I consider myself a Bulls fan. I know you do. And they both brought great things to both franchises.
Yeah, that's true. I guess. Yeah. I mean, he won 2 championships, right? Yeah. I respect him for that, but as a person, I don't respect him. Never. How about them?
I think Jordan's classy, though. Jordan has a lot of class.
Yeah, it's facts. What about them bad boy Pistons? What do you think about them?
I absolutely love them.
Bad boys.
It's an interesting way to play.
Wait, are we talking about the Bad Boys with Dennis Rodman?
Yeah.
Okay. Then
Hey, JR knows me and JR play basketball together. If you're going to foul someone, I mean, you only get so many.
Hey, J-Man, I might be.
Yeah, you got to do it.
J-Man, I might be joining that league with you. Speaking of,
I'm not playing. I'm done. I retired.
Yeah, Jordan retired after 1 season. He had 5 tackles in 1 season, and yes, we're talking about basketball.
I thought it was 6.
6 tackles in 1 season?
Maybe it was 5 and a hit.
5 and a hit. Oh my gosh.
Shout out to Michael Jordan. Shout out to the Bad Boys.
Hold up, though. I want to throw out maybe not an unpopular opinion, but a little bit of a bold prediction. Michael Jordan, because of what he went through during his career, would absolutely dominate this era of players because they don't really fight through the contact and physicality that he played through.
That is true.
You know what? I'm going to agree with that, but I'm also not going to lie to you. I love the NBA. I do not watch college basketball. I go to high school basketball because I enjoy, seeing high school kids play. But I absolutely love the NBA and the flashiness and the showing off. I love it. So
Yeah.
I think Jordan would dominate now, but I'm not saying I have a problem with it. I love it now.
My only problem is I do love it, but at the same time, I think the refs have gone a little soft in terms of like fouls and stuff. Because like I feel like fouls today like were not fouls 30 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, that's every league, though, you know. Yeah, people stress safety of players more than they ever have.
That's the problem. Well, no, it's not a problem. It's good, but like
Safety first. Did you just say safety of players is a problem?
I mean, obviously, if you think about it, not sports-wise, but medical-wise, I mean, we've learned a little bit since even we've learned a lot since the 2000s.
yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, I think a lot of these new fouls or whatever you call them, I mean, that's just a sign of the times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's... What's that, Ball Ash?
I was gonna say, like, NBA, like, people are driving less to the basket, and, like, now they're just shooting threes, which I mean, I like it.
I love
a
it.
lot of people shoot threes. I'm just saying there's less physicality because there's not as many people driving to the hoop.
Well, there's less emphasis on the big man being inside.
Yeah.
Most like I would say more big men than not are like shooters now.
At least like you see Anthony Davis popping threes. It's like
shout out to Anthony Davis. I love you, AD. He's a great player.
Jordan, you love everybody.
I love AD. Listen,
that's like your
my team's not the best, so I try to focus on the talent. So I like players from other teams. Obviously I'm a Miami Heat fan, so shout out to LeBron, and I think him and AD got a good thing going.
Yeah.
I think you just reached your 6th shout out of the podcast.
Hey, the more shout outs we get, JR, the more shout outs we get, the more chances are someone's gonna actually watch this.
Shout out to Lisa.
Yeah.
Nah.
By the way, did you guys see the song lineup from RZA vs. Primo?
What?
If our listeners like anything about hip hop, they'll look at Spotify, RZA Primo.
Hey, I mean,
okay.
Music does kind of have an influence on sports, so I guess that's not totally out of the blue.
It does. It really does.
Hey, let's talk about Dennis Rodman vacation to Vegas.
What?
I think the best part of that last dance was Dennis Rodman's vacation to Vegas. Yeah.
Dennis Rodman can do as he pleases.
Dennis Carmen Electra.
Oh my god.
And Madonna. Dennis Rodman, I don't know. I feel like people hate him because he's weird, but I don't know. It's this documentary.
Well, and also he's kind of friends with North Korea. Kind of.
Hey, listen, Rodman's got his own style. Rodman does things a little bit differently, but
a little bit.
He does as he pleases.
Yeah, I mean, don't we all? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's got their own little players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I definitely feel like I like Dennis Rodman a little bit more after seeing the documentary.
Yeah.
So I'll be back in 48 hours.
I haven't even watched like any of them.
Yeah, that's good. Get that guy back in 48 hours.
It's good, man.
I know. I'm gonna start binging it this weekend. I think because I've got nothing to do this weekend, like most weekends. But yeah.
Do you want to go into our special message from our sponsor? Yeah,
it's not a special message from our sponsor. It's like,
well, our little.
Hold on. Breaking news, real quick. Breaking news. Premier League clubs vote to continue season. So after we do the pause, we will get right into it and discuss what we think about it. So
we will get right into it.
All right.
Play the thing.
Play the ad. Roll it.
Welcome back. Thanks for listening to that little ad for Anchor. As Ethan just said, Premier League basically just voted to keep the season going. I know, J-Man, you're a pretty big guy for his reaction.
Listen, I'm all about safety though. So as long as the boys across the pond take the proper safety procedures and do what needs to be done, I'm all for football starting back up. I absolutely love it. I will watch every game that's on TV.
100%, I will too. I can't see Everton destroy Man U again.
So, well, before we talk about that Liverpool team, let's talk about the other
Liverpool
team in that city.
Liverpool.
Yeah, Everton's in Liverpool.
Oh, I thought you said I was a Liverpool fan.
Well, so do we think they're going to secure the bag, or is City coming back?
Liverpool's going to secure it. As much as I hate to say it, they are.
I'm going to be real. I'd rather the season finish and Liverpool win than if they would have called the season and Liverpool got the title tomorrow.
That is true.
I'd have been sick if that happened.
I don't know when. I just saw the breaking news. I don't know when they're continuing. I just know that they're going to complete the season, which is actually a surprise. Seeing as I don't know. We were going to talk about this before we got this breaking news, but League One and I don't know, and the Netherlands division, they just canceled their seasons. I think PSG technically won the league in League One, but
I got a quick question before we get into the leagues.
Yeah.
So this year was supposed to be the Euros. Who do you think you guys would have the Euros?
I don't even know.
Who do you think would win, or who do you think would have it?
Who do you think would win?
Oh, I mean, it would be France or England. I think Germany's too old.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You know who I had? I had Netherlands.
The Netherlands are nice.
They're nice, but I think
honestly,
England and France are better.
I could have seen Netherlands going far.
Yeah, they would have gone far, probably, but I don't know if they would have beaten England or France.
And I mean, I'm an English fan. I love Harry Kane. I love Southgate, but I don't know.
Yeah, you do got a point. I mean, that Netherlands team is pretty nice.
Oh my god, the lit.
They don't got Mbappe, but they still got some insane.
They've got Van Dijk.
Yeah, I was about to say they have Van Dijk.
Arguably the best defender in the world right now.
No, he definitely is.
That's Luke Shaw.
I said arguably Luke Shaw.
Shout out Luke Shaw. Shout out Rolling Thunder Solskjaer. I love Luke Shaw.
Okay, who's your is that your favorite player in Man U?
Currently, yeah. I think he's a hard worker.
Okay.
He had a scare a couple years ago that he thought he was going to have to amputate his leg. He put on some weight. He came back. Whenever he came back, I thought his first game back, he scored. I mean, I think he had the best season that he had, even though the team kind of struggled. But yeah, I'm a Luke Shaw fan.
Alright.
Yeah. What are we gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about the leagues, right?
Wait. I gotta put this out here before we move on from the Premier League. All I care about is that my Foxes finish top 4.
Oh.
I'm gonna be honest.
They probably could.
Shout out to everybody. I love him.
Oh, wait, why are we shouting out so many people?
He's not
saying people I respect,
Alright, well, more shout outs, more hopefully. Jamie, you've already for listening to this. We'd love to have you on the show.
James Madison?
I love James Madison.
Woo! What a heart.
Where are the Everton shout outs, guys? Are there any? No?
Who's even on Everton? I don't even know now.
I'm a Rooney fan.
Oh my god. Rooney plays for Derby County or something now.
Now he does, yeah.
No, we got Richarlison.
Who?
Mediocre at best.
Lucas Digne.
Who?
Yeah.
Well, Lucas Digne is not mediocre.
Yeah, he is.
No, Richarlison. I don't think Richarlison's good. He's good. He's good on Everton.
Hey, speaking of, there are transfer rumors going on. This is kind of unrelated, but the transfer rumors going around that James Rodriguez could be joining Everton soon, maybe.
That's a joke.
Or Coutinho. No, it's actually like they're actually like actual. They're legitimate rumors. I'm not lying.
Coutinho. If Coutinho comes to England, honestly, probably Newcastle with the new purchase.
Dude, they're gonna run the Premier League.
Yeah, if any big purchase happens in Premier League, definitely Newcastle United. What's his name again?
I don't even know.
Hold on, let me look it up.
Isn't it? It's like the Saudi king's son, right?
I think.
I don't know what his name is, but like, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
One of the oil countries that just purchased it.
Oil countries.
Hold on.
Well, no, I'm serious. I mean, it's the countries that get a lot of money from oil, so they
They're
have
rich.
a lot of money from capital.
There we go. There. Not Mike Ashley. Mike Ashley used to own it.
I mean, it's like Barcelona. How aren't they owned by someone in Qatar?
Qatar. It's not Qatar. It's like Qatar or something.
Hold on. Oh, that could be another topic.
What?
So the World Cup next year or 2 years is supposed to be in Qatar. Do you guys think they'll move it?
Wait, did you just say Qatar?
Qatar.
Qatar. No.
We don't know how.
Honestly, I heard a rumor that there was a chance that they might move it to England a couple years ago.
I think no, they're building stadiums in Qatar. I think it's gonna stay there, but
Was there like corruption that they paid somebody?
There was.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
Nobody even wants it there. Who wants to go watch World Cup in Qatar?
that's true.
I want to go to England, quite honestly.
I'm waiting for 2026 when it's here in America.
It's in
you better
where is it?
down.
Where is it? In LA?
Everywhere, bro.
It's just America.
Yeah, well, North America.
Wait, so it's in Canada and Mexico too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
There'll be 80
What?
fixtures. There'll be 80 fixtures, 60 of which will be in the United States. Right, JR?
Yeah, something like that.
Hey, for
60 fixtures in America.
do you think the U.S. men's will make the World Cup in 2022?
Yeah, no, but at least 2026, maybe not.
Well, in 2026 they have to. Host nation always gets a seat.
That's true.
But like, do you think they'd actually do good?
Maybe. No. Well, I mean, did you have
I
a
feel like there's young talent. That's
Yeah. But do you think we'll make 2022?
No, I don't.
Okay.
There's a difference. There's a difference between young talent and European talent. And I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. When do qualifiers start for 2022?
Well, who knows now?
Well, yeah. When were they supposed to start?
I don't know. Next year, I think.
Okay.
End of this year, this summer, maybe. I'm gonna be honest. As far as North America goes, the CONCACAF, I like Mexico.
Mexico just got a nice team. I'll give you
I
that.
like Mexico.
Yeah, they're good. They're better than America right now.
Oh, obviously.
As much as I don't like to say it, they are. Yeah, Mexico's good. They've always got a strong team whenever we play them. So.
Alright, is that it for soccer?
Well, we didn't talk about the other league. Well, I think we just mentioned like League One, which is the French league, closed. They gave PSG the title, and the Netherlands league, I don't know what it's called, it closed, and I don't know who they gave the title.
They did not award the title to Ajax.
Okay,
So that means that no one got the title, I'm pretty
so
sure.
it's a
Or at least
void
that's
year.
what I saw.
It's a void
Do you
year.
think Neymar and Mbappe will both be there next year?
I think one of them's got to go.
I do too.
Well, it's either gonna be Neymar to Barca or Mbappe to Real.
Or Newcastle.
Newcastle got money, dude.
That is true. They do have a lot of money now, but I don't know. I don't know if players are just gonna want to go there right away.
Why wouldn't they?
Well, because Newcastle's
Hey,
not.
money talks, baby.
Well, but but Newcastle's not like a well-known name in the Premier League like Manchester United or Man City are.
Well, I mean, Manchester City used to be Little City until they got bought. I mean, that dude, I forget his name, he invested all that money into City. I mean, back-to-back title says it all. You know? I mean, I still say Little City because I'm a little biased, but
A little.
I mean, obviously, they grew up, they weren't always a big name.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
What's that?
I don't mean to be biased, but look at the Foxes. Like,
Oh God. You're
I'll
right.
be 1 year, dude.
we're top 3. We were like 10 points behind Liverpool in second place, like most of the season.
Hey, Everton can make a
Listen,
top.
I love Leicester.
Everton can make a top 6 push next year. Watch out
No.
from.
No,
Yes. No. They've got Ancelotti, who a lot of people want to play for. That's why we're getting these. We never get these James Rodriguez Coutinho rumors, and now we are.
I doubt that you're actually gonna get them.
Okay, but we've never gotten the rumors before. I think they're going to make a top 6 push. They're going to get the Europa League. Bold prediction.
I don't like
I'll
it.
hold you to that.
Well, think about it. One of the big 6 just has to be bad, and
Manchester United.
I'm
But you got-
gonna
what?
I'm gonna throw
Right.
Todd's team under the bus. I don't know if Arsenal is gonna be that good next year.
I don't know if Manchester United is going to be that good next year.
But you still got teams like again, I don't mean to be biased. You got teams like Leicester and you got Wolves that are they're
I like the Wolves.
they're playing good. I mean,
Even Southampton.
what?
Weren't they pretty good this year?
No, Leicester beat them 9-0,
What was the rank?
like 18.
No, it wasn't Southampton.
Sheffield.
Oh, yeah, Sheffield. Yeah, the Southampton was at 14.
Now they're in 14th. They weren't.
They're a second half of the year team. I've seen them come back. CP? Honestly, they get better every year.
Yeah, Crystal Palace isn't actually that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, CP was the only team to beat City for, 2 years? Something like that. Oh, and United.
Yeah.
Beat United and CP beat City. What was it? 2018?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, soccer. So Premier League's
Hey,
resume.
how
I think
about rugby, though? You guys worried about Six Nations?
Dude, I know nothing about rugby. I'm sure Ethan's the same way.
what?
Yeah, no. I think we need a rugby segment.
Well, we don't have any rugby news.
I'll get you rugby news.
Okay. Well, you can explain your rugby news if you'd like.
No, but next time we'll have Felicio on.
Oh, that's true.
He'll know about rugby. He'll know about rugby.
All right.
You got any rugby stuff for us, Jordan?
Currently?
No. Yeah.
Not really, to be honest. What's it called? There's 2 leagues were starting up in America, but I mean everything kind of got put on hold. Yeah.
That's true.
I mean Six Nations really didn't happen. What, they got like halfway done?
Yeah.
World Cup, I mean obviously
Hopefully, it will
South
happen.
Africa's where it's at.
Oh no! Sorry, sorry, not rug. I was. Never mind. Is that it? I think for soccer, right?
Yeah.
So do we want to move on?
That's his favorite topic.
Yeah, we can move on to the NFC North. Well, do you want to do the NFC North, or do you want to just do the Vikings roster? Oh no, sorry, Packers roster outlook.
I say we go through a brief roster review and prediction for the NFC North.
Okay, well, and just to let you guys know, I'm talking about the viewers, that we're probably going to start doing this more often, whether it's with guests or not. We're just going to be like, maybe at the end of the next episode, we're going to be reviewing like a division's how their roster is. We're gonna try to maybe hit all the divisions, but we'll see depending on like how how things work out, and especially like because once news starts coming back, like I think we said this before, we're going to become more of a news channel then again, not this like hypothetical channel that we've been for so long. But
Yeah.
all right, so what team do we want to do first in the North?
I say we give the division leading Packers and Carson's favorite team. We'll give them the first.
All right, so Carson, what do you think of your roster heading into this next year?
Free agency, we didn't do too much because we didn't have a lot of money. But we got Christian Kirksey and Devin Funchess. And then the draft, I was hoping we do better in the draft,
Now, I remember, like, when we talked about this, you liked the Jordan Love pick. Are you still on the Jordan Love hype train?
Yes, I like the Jordan Love thing because I know Rodgers, clearly he's not exactly in his prime anymore. Maybe he just didn't have anyone to throw to, but he didn't look like his usual self last season, personally. And I think it's time to get ready for a replacement. So Jordan Love seems like the guy. I didn't like how we traded up for it, though. That's something I did not like. I don't think we needed to trade up for it.
How do you think that's going to go over with this season? Like, do you think they're going to play Rodgers, and if he doesn't play well, like, one game, they'll play Love? Or how do you think that's going to go as a team dynamic kind of thing?
I think for at least this whole year, they're going to keep Rodgers as the number one. But basically, I think the main reason they drafted Jordan Love was to send them a message. Like, you got to step it up or else we'll get rid of you, Like, we're not afraid to replace you.
I personally thought they should have drafted a wide receiver at that pick because when you look, I think I've said this before. When you look at the wide receiving core, I mean, you got Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Devin Funchess, but they're okay. I would have said you need another second wide receiver to count what we with Devontae Adams.
They got Alan Lazard. I think he'll be good.
He's all right, but I mean, I feel like there was just better. I like the Jordan Love pick. I just think that the immediate need of wide receiver was a little bit more there.
I definitely agree.
A little bit of an unsung, strength of the Packers. I mean, obviously people saw Aaron Jones. He had a phenomenal season last year. But, they got guys like Jamal Williams. I'm pretty sure if I'm thinking of the right guy. Didn't he have a decent season 2 years ago?
Jamal Williams.
Yeah.
And
they have a good two running back system,
A little bit of a bold prediction. I know people probably don't know this name, but Packers drafted A.J. Dillon out of Boston College. And I'm not going to lie, he's kind of nice with it. So I'm not saying he's going to get a bunch of playing time because they got Jamal Williams and Aaron Jones, but...
Well, I know why they did it. Because they're only going to be able to pay one of the two guys, and obviously they're going to pay Aaron Jones. So Jamal Williams is probably going to walk, and then they're just getting ready for that, so they have A.J. Dillon.
Yeah, that's true. What are you thinking for, do you think they're a playoff team? What do you think the record's going to be?
Playoff team, I don't think they're going to go 13-3 again. I would probably say, 11-5, 10-6 maybe,
All right, that's that.
There's some of the wins that, were ugly wins, so I don't think they're going to go 13.
Ethan, what are you thinking?
I think I'm with Carson. I think they'll be a playoff team. They probably might still win the division just because the Vikings are a little weaker as well. But I would say 11-5, 10-6 in that area. Maybe win the wild card game, or maybe win the wild card game, and I think they go out in the second round personally. But
yeah, that's kind of how I feel. They're not a bad team. Obviously, they just won 13-3, so I think they'll definitely still make the playoffs. I agree that they'll probably be somewhere between 10-6 and 11-5. They're like I said, they're a good team. I don't know if they're super I don't want to discount them as Super Bowl contenders, but I don't think that they're legitimately going to make it. I don't think they're a Super Bowl team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they can contend, but we'll see, I guess.
All right, now moving on to Todd's favorite team. We got the Minnesota Vikings here. obviously a big rival to the Packers and probably the second best team in the North right now. Looking at their roster, obviously losing who was Stephon Diggs. But they drafted Justin Jefferson out of LSU, who I think could wind up being a good player in the future. Obviously you still have Adam Thielen on that team. You still have Kyle Rudolph. You still have Dalvin Cook, who had a pretty good year last year. So yeah, again, I mean, the Vikings defense is decent. They're decent. They're not the best defense.
They're not what they used to be.
They're not. Yeah, they're a lot of like Harrison Smith's getting up there in age. I don't know players like that, but I think it's going to be a tight contest between them and the Packers for the NFC North. I think the Packers pulled out. Could probably go 11-5. Vikings probably are right behind them at like 10-6 again, like they did this year.
Yeah. I think it's a lot on the play of Justin Jefferson. I mean, if Jefferson can come in here and do what he did at LSU, and he can replace Stephon Diggs, then it'll be I think the Packers will still win the division, but I think it could be a successful, maybe like one game above 500 season for them. I could see them going like 9-7.
They had a good draft, definitely, but they lost some key players. Their defense is aging.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, is there anything else really to say about them? I don't know.
That's pretty much all I got.
Yeah.
They're a middle-of-the-line team.
Okay, moving on. Next, we have the Chicago Bears, who finished third in the North with 8-8 last year. Now, I want to see if this is true. Wait. Yeah, JR, I am correct. They do have 10 tight ends.
They really have 10 tight ends. They don't.
Yes, they do.
9.
Look, no,
8.
they have 9. They've got a tight end that's like LS, long snapper.
Oh.
But they still have 9 tight ends, which is more than most teams have.
I mean, do we even know any? Like, I know Jimmy Graham, but I don't know about any others.
They picked up Cole Kmet at the draft out of Notre Dame, so that's about it.
Jimmy Graham. No one else. I don't really know. Again, the Bears. I think David Montgomery had a decent year last year, as well as Tariq Cohen had an okay year last year as well. Obviously, the quarterback thing is going to be a little more interesting with Mitch Trubisky and Nick Foles now being there. Who do you think they're going to start?
Oh, they'll start Trubisky. I think Nick Foles is just like I feel like Foles is like the opposite of what Love is to Rodgers. I feel like Foles is going to come in there and be that veteran presence that tells Trubisky that if he's terrible, they're going to sub him out for Foles, and they won't have any problem doing that.
Yeah, I mean, the Bears, they never really know how to draft a quarterback, like, in their entire team's history.
I don't know. I feel like Mitch Trubisky, he played pretty bad last year. The team still went 8-8, and I think he just had a really bad season. I think if he could turn it around and at least play, if he played a good bit better than what he played last year, I mean, they do kind of have, they still do have those weapons. I mean, they got Allen Robinson, Anthony Miller, wide receiver. But they have, like, running back, wide receivers. They have all their skill positions. I mean, the defense really isn't bad.
They still have a good defense.
If I'm not mistaken, they did manage to draft Khalil Mack's brother, so I'm a little interested.
Oh, yeah. No,
wait, what's his name? What's his name?
It's something with an L, I think.
Yeah.
I don't
signed. He didn't get drafted.
Ladarius Mack.
I don't see it. Where'd he get picked?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Are you sure he got picked? I'm pretty sure he got signed. Like, undrafted free agent.
I don't know.
Oh. All right. No, I think, yeah, okay. So that's the Bears. Moving on and then to the last team. We finished last in the NFC North. We've got the Detroit Lions.
And it's going to be that same again this year.
Yeah, probably, because they basically, all they did was basically replaced a good cornerback with another good cornerback.
Yes.
And Jeff Okuda.
They can't tell it. They just can't figure it out.
Yeah. Matthew Stafford's getting old, so they're probably looking for a quarterback in the future as well.
I don't know what they're trying to do at running back. I mean, they have Kerryon Johnson. Ethan, you'll be happy to hear me mention this. They have Bo Scarborough, who didn't really play that bad, to be honest.
He's not terrible. He's not
and then
great.
they drafted DeAndre Swift. I mean, they have 3 guys who were SEC stars at their college.
And looking at their team, they don't have bad receivers either. Like, Marvin Jones Jr.'s okay. Kenny Galladay's...
Marvin Jones Jr. is good.
Kenny Galladay's okay.
No, Kenny
They
Galladay.
have talent. They just don't know how to use it.
And they've also have Danny Amendola.
Well, Danny Amendola's kind of regressed.
He's old, but like, yeah. They've got a ton of tight ends. Or, sorry, not tight ends, running backs. They also have that guy, like, I don't know, do you remember, like, Ty Johnson, who played, like, a couple games last year? He's okay.
No, I don't remember him.
Okay.
I think I remember him. Yeah.
They also have Geronimo Allison.
Oh, yeah, they did get Geronimo. He's in the Packers. But he always drops passes, so I'm expecting him to do the same thing.
Well, I mean, if you look at their tight ends, they have Jesse James. Ethan, you're probably upset about that.
Mm-hmm. T.J. Hawkinson.
They have T.J. Hawkinson, and they have Isaac Nauta. And I know he really didn't become anything. He only had 2 catches last year for 13 yards. But, I mean, when he came out of college, he was this huge tight end prospect. So they have all this talent, and it's just not working for them.
They also do have Jamie Collins right now at linebacker.
He's a little bit old, though.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, this Lions team, again, it's kind of like the Bears. They have a lot of talent. They just don't know how to use it.
I say 5-11 best.
5-11, yeah, I'm. Let's look at their schedule. I'm gonna look at their schedule.
I'll give them a little more credit. I say if they have the best season they can, they'll be 7-9, but I don't see them going 500.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to go 500 now.
The floor is another 3-win season, actually.
And thus the struggles for the Lions continue.
I want to know why they have 2 punters on roster.
Oh my gosh, they do.
You always need that backup.
Oh no, they got Aaron Sapas, the rookie out of Auburn. They also have Jack Fox, the punter out of Rice. Matt Prater's okay.
Matt Prater's also 35.
That's true.
Ethan, you are understating these players. You're like saying this person's okay. No, that person's good. Matt Prater is a very good kicker.
Yeah, that's what I said. He's good.
He said he's good, like with no emotion. Matt Prater's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
That was Mason Crosby. This one point that out.
Oh god.
Hey, he's not wrong, Ethan.
Oh my god.
Well, that wraps up NFC North then.
Yeah, I guess that'll do it for all the segments we got.
Hold on, JR. I just want to talk to you about the Steelers real quick. Just because
Shout out Pittsburgh Steelers.
No. I'm going to say they have 5 quarterbacks on a roster right now.
Yeah,
and none of them can throw.
That's facts.
They have Devlin Hodges, Paxton Lynch, Big Ben, Mason Rudolph, and they also have JT Barrett somehow.
Yeah, I saw that. They signed him last year when everybody was getting hurt.
Yeah, we're not gonna move on to the Steelers because that's gonna be for another episode. So, yeah, that was the NFC North.
Yeah.
NFC North, they're always decent, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know. This year's going to be interesting. Well, hopefully we even have... I'm just hoping we have a year at this point.
Yeah. that concludes our stuff. I want to say thank you, boys, for coming on, being some guest hosts.
Thank you,
Yeah,
JR and Pager.
Yeah, we'd love to have you guys back with maybe Felicio.
Yeah, with Felicia, I'll try and get him on.
Yeah, let's do it. All right.
See what I can do.
I'm gonna sign us off for now. Again, real quick, if you're wondering, we're hoping maybe Todd comes back soon. Maybe. Right? Yes?
Yeah, we are. Yes, of course.
Miss you, Todd.
Yeah, we miss you, Todd. We hope you come back soon, because we'd love to have... We need... I can't do this intro, because I suck at it, but I guess signing off for Double FM Sports, I'm Ethan Fager.
And I'm Jeremy Zurek.
And we'll see you guys next time.